Probably the economics of everything. The economics is the hardest part. The inputs is not corrected any. The prices, it's been pretty stagnant. Demand is low. Yeah, interest rates are killing us. The Fed won't come off. And weather, the good Lord's been good to us with weather so far. Could have been a lot worse as compared to last season, but the toughest part's been the economics, making this pencil out, having enough money to buy what you need. But then what happens when you spend $1,000 and you got $4 corn at 200 bushels? You lost $200. It's hard to grow an acre of corn without $1,000 irrigated. To answer that question, we haven't bought any DAP, any MAP, any chicken litter. We're going off of legacy phosphate. We've bought lime, K, and liquid litter. And the liquid litter has been a biology supercharge, which is extracting that said legacy phosphate. There's a lot of southern rust within counties touching us, or 2 counties from us, and this hasn't had a fungicide applied yet, and there's no southern rust here, so I think we're getting some health benefits out of that as well. We've saved by spending $40 on liquid litter. We have saved $150, $200 thus far potentially. Now the proof will be in the pudding. Can we make enough corn to make it profitable? That'll be the telltale sign. But so far, we're looking like we at least gonna break even, tread water. Well, it's gonna be if you own land and you short again, not any fault of your own, not because you didn't work 70, 80, 90 hours a week, not because you had to leave and go gather soybeans or peanuts after Thanksgiving. What because of you, what because you didn't plan good or price it at all. People, it's just factors outside of our control is killing us. It's killing the economics is just poor right now. We're paying, land rents going up because the price of land's going up. They want to, that same fixed return of 4% or 5% on their land. Well, I'm not getting 4 or 5% more yield. I'm not getting 4 or 5% more, price for my corn, or 20% more for my corn, or any really more. I'm getting less. I'm having to become more efficient with less inputs and less dollars, and at some point that doesn't work. Corn's got to have so much N, P, and K, just like me and you got to have so many calories, so much protein to sustain ourselves. The same thing with yield. You got to have what you got to have. I think the learning part would be we're learning to lean on our our local input suppliers. We might have to ask for some extended credit this year. We may not be able to pay our diesel fuel bill on time or something. We may have to use a little less seed. Instead of planting 36,000, we're planting 28,000 because we're trying to break even. We're not trying to make 300. I think everybody's just trying to stay positive and use as little as possible so we can survive the next year. Hopefully, bridge the gap to the next one. Not to get political, but I think everybody's hoping to see something out of this new administration, some kind of help, especially down here in the deep South. I can't speak for the rest of the country, but the Hurricane Helene was the worst thing I've seen in my 36 years. Worst thing I've seen. We didn't have power for 20-something days. I slept in a big truck sleeper, and I had the south end of my house hooked up to a little gas generator so my wife and 2 children could have somewhere fitting to sleep. That's a sad story, whatever. But we ain't got no help out of that. We've done somewhere around $400,000 worth of government programs. We've been paid for none of it. I know one man in Jenkins County that's owed $1,400,000 from FSA to 3 entities, and he's not received any of the funds yet. So hopefully, saying all that, we've signed up, everybody signed up. Hopefully we can get some of this relief, emergency aid relief. Again, if we can buy bombs, surely we can help.